All right, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? What's going on, Jill? What's going on? What is going on, Jill? How are you? Shout out to everybody out there, guys. You got a question? Go ahead and put a Q. I mean, cap your question. You don't have to put a Q. Just capitalize your question. You're driving. So, guys, if you have a question about any dating questions, we got you covered. That's what the show is about. And that's what we'll be covering. So we riding out. Thank you, guys out there. Thank you, 8 likes. Thank you very much. So again, if you have a question, go ahead and capitalize your question, and I will be happy to answer the question for you. Especially when it comes to dating or anything like that. Capitalize your question, and we'll chop it up. I might do a TikTok tomorrow, or today's Friday, so I might jump on TikTok tomorrow again. So we'll see. But if y'all got a question, go ahead and ask it. And appreciate the 10 likes. Thank you. But we're here to chop it up. So we're driving, so we just want to make sure that we while we out and about like we always do, we're here to answer any of your questions, guys. So just capitalize your question. There are no wrong ones out there. So I guess the only wrong ones are the ones you don't ask. And these allergies, man, it's something else. Anyway, yeah. So go ahead and cap your question. I got you covered. Thank you for the 10 likes. And we're just riding out right now. So if there's a question, feel free to ask. Oh, shit. Should have fixed that. Shout out to the radios as well. And we'll just keep moving it forward. Just want to make sure that, I don't know, sometimes this thing freezes up. So let me double check this thing. So top chat, switch that over to live chat. All right. So we riding out, guys. If you have a question about women dating or relationships, please go ahead and capitalize your question. We just want to try to prepare y'all for this weekend. There's not much longer left in the summer, man. We gotta start working on ourselves, whatever we can. Not for this year. We need to start. But what's good is when the school opens up, we're gonna get you right. Definitely gonna get you right. I got so much stuff for you. Oh, I can't wait. But if you have a question, go ahead and ask. There are no bad questions. And we're just here to help you young men out that are struggling right now with dating, struggling with texting and things like that. Hard for you to talk to women or interact with women and things like that. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help realize that you can actually win in this thing and not just be on the sideline. Yeah, I don't. Jill, you're supposed to be coming to Texas, so I don't think there's such a thing as a fall here. So I think it's just a summer and a summer out here, a summer and a spring, and a drop of winter. So I wouldn't be thinking about fall if you're coming out here. It's like 82 degrees right now in the morning, so October's the plan. I used to love, guys. I used to love this time, man. This right here is the best time, guys. At night, they always say the freaks come out at night, man. It's a great time, man. But if you got a question, go ahead. I'm not here to talk about weather, but guys, if you have a question, go ahead, cap it. Let's focus on you guys. I'm not here to talk to you about weather. I'm not weather or anything like that. I'm just trying to get you guys to get a spark underneath you, okay? And just to get out there. It's just that at your age right now, gentlemen, you should be out there meeting people. There's so many ways and so many places you can go. And as I said before, the new batch of women that are in your town right now are going out, uh, getting a feel of the area that you're in, going to bars, going to clubs, going out, checking out certain places and areas, and y'all guys are not doing anything. You're wasting your life away doing nothing. I don't want y'all waste your life away. And that's what our parents did. Our parents always tell us to get outside. We was always outside. So I know that people say times are different, but they're not. They're easier. But if y'all have a question, go ahead, Captain. When it comes to women or dating, I got you covered. Um, you just gotta start figuring out where you are and who you are, and that's it. Another mod comes in. Beautiful. How are you? Shout out to the mods out there. Shout out, y'all mods. How are you doing, people? How are you? How are you? How are you? Yeah. Y'all just got to get out, man. I know y'all like to stay home, but y'all got to get out. Even if you meet a girl online, you still got to get out and meet her. So the question is, what are you going to do to meet the woman? Or how are you going to do that? And hi, Steven. I was only always called Steven when I was in trouble. I get it. So I just always say, you guys out there, thank you, 13 likes, but we're just here to help you. We're just riding and driving. So I know a lot of y'all guys have questions and things that probably bothering you about women and stuff that and I'll be happy to help you. I always like to do this for the people that are overseas because they really don't get a chance to really get live sometimes. So just help them out as well as help you guys out at the same time. So just cap your question if you have a question, and moving forward. But I'll be happy to answer your question. Or you can just watch me drive. or you can watch me drive. God, my allergies, man, Jesus. So, Cap, your question, if you got it, I'll be happy to answer your question. We're here driving for an hour and some change, so and I have no problem. I would love to help you. And shout out to my moderators and everything, and everybody overseas, man. Overseas, in Americas and overseas. I just love this time, man. This is the best time of night, man. It's the best time. So just cap your question. Everybody have a question, go ahead and capitalize it. If you are struggling, have a situation with a woman or something like that, go ahead and cap it. I'll be happy to answer your question. We're driving, we're riding it out. We do this every Friday just for you guys out there. More than likely I will be doing but you're jumping back and forth on both platforms. Just answer questions, stuff like that. So oh shit. Let me go ahead and juice this shit up, man. Got to plug you in. There we go. Alright, we're in. We're plugged in. I am fine, beautiful. How are you? Let me guess, you're driving somewhere. You're always out and about. It's crazy how these women are out and about and you guys are not. Like, why these women are out and you guys aren't, man? I never understood that. Oh, you're laying in bed. Okay, my bad. All right. She's laying in bed. All right. I see. All right. Now, guys, you have a question. We got you covered. Any problems you have with women or dating, you can go ahead and ask. Where you going, beautiful? Where you traveling to? Guys, you understand it's a man's show, but I'm talking to a woman now. So, I mean, I would like to talk to you guys, but then she sends an emoji. I'm at my brother's to help with his bees and honey heart. God, man. And where's your brother at? Man, all women are like out and moving. Guys, why aren't y'all moving around like these women, man? These women are like moving and stuff. Why aren't y'all moving? Y'all should be moving. Y'all should be doing stuff. Going to Hotlanta. Georgia. I know, Jill. I'm trying to get them to get those questions in. All right. Trying to get those questions in, guys. Y'all need to get those questions in, man. These women coming into your area are what you call it? They're gonna be looking for people, and I don't want you guys to. I don't want you guys to what you call it. I don't want you guys to fail with women. It'd be weird not knowing that there's not one woman that you're not trying to get at, or it's just one woman you're looking. That's weird. Guys, I've always say you guys right now, you should have at least 5 women minimum right now. I'd say 7 minimum right now after you. 7. So if you guys think you're 18 likes, if you got a question, go ahead and ask me. Y'all should have at least 7 women right now, man. Come on, that's crazy. Like y'all not even talking to women. I know the world is not making you guys asexual, but that's weird, man. Let's have at least 7 minimum, man. Come on. And if you got a question, go ahead and cap it, guys. And I did do a TikTok discussing the second half of the show on Wednesday. I did that on Thursday, so just wanted y'all to know that. Another young lady rolls in. Thank you, 19 likes. A lot of y'all goes to show that the problem will never be women. You guys y'all just don't have a life, man. It's weird. Y'all can never blame women, gentlemen, but y'all always do. So I hope y'all get y'all lives together, man. Jill, it's not sad. It just goes to show uh, why they'll never be good with women, man. The thing is, like Miles always said, language exposes a lot of young men, but it just shows how effeminate and soft a lot of these guys are. They just are just so bad with women. They don't even talk to women, even have questions, Jill. They're not even around women or interact with women. So it just goes to show you how it's just sad how these guys will never ever have the kind of life that they've always wanted to have. But it's amazing. But it's cool though. It's just not, I'm just driving, so I'm fine regardless. I'm just riding out, man. I'm just driving, so. But all these young men in here just sitting around doing nothing with their lives, man. It's crazy. How you waste your life away, day in and day out. And then you wonder why women don't talk to y'all, man. Wow. Another lady pops in. Lady Sam pops in. God damn, why is all these women are doing all the talking and stuff, gentlemen? How is the women are doing the talking and y'all are not doing talking, guys? That's crazy to me. More women in here. Women are doing the talking, y'all guys are looking, man. Come on, gentlemen. Come on, guys. All right. First question by a guy. I did the 1 and 2 tonight, and she just looked at me. She seemed uninterested, so I just walked away. Should I still say call me if this happened? Well, I don't understand. You said you did the 1 and 2 tonight, and she just looked at. Okay, sir, you're supposed to do the 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's tone and rhythm, so you have to. You can't pause with a woman. The moment that you pause with a woman, these women are okay. All right, so let me explain how this works, guys. These women out here are like meat-eating fucking lions, all right? And that means the moment they tell that you chew grass is the moment they're going to look at you and challenge your masculinity. You're not supposed to do step 1 and step 2, sir. You're supposed to do step 1, step 2, step 3. 3 steps. That's what you're supposed to do. And the moment that you freeze in front of a woman, they're going to recognize that you're just not the guy, if that makes sense. And, okay, a woman, okay, you did the steps, but you didn't give her the action. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't give her the action. Why wouldn't you carry out the 1, 2, and the 3? Why would you just, okay, look. I know women are going to look intimidating, okay? All right? And just because a woman looks at you crazy doesn't mean she is crazy or mad or anything. Women are like, okay, think about it. Women are just not used to guys talking to them like that. So I don't understand why you would feel like some kind of way by that, if that makes sense. All right? Glitter Red says, yep, here's another lady still. God, y'all damn women. Damn, ladies. God, it's not ladies night. The fuck are y'all doing here? Okay, when talking to women, should I talk about how I see the world? No. Okay, I want you to ask yourself a question, sir. Are you there to be a philosopher, or why are you talking about how you see the world? She just met you. She doesn't care how you see the world. She doesn't care about you. All right? Just understand this. These women have tons of guys after them all the time. And if you're talking about things that have nothing to do with anything, then she is going to be turned off by you. Talking to her about what you see the world has nothing to do with dating. It's just your thought process. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, okay? Jill says, when you pause, we pause waiting for you. Right. Well, Jill is right. Jill's at, listen, yes. Guys, if you pause in front of a woman, she knows that you're scared. All right? She knows you're scared. All right? Well, no. Well, what do you mean you're not trying to be a philosopher? Well, then why are you talking about the world? Okay, what does you talking about the world have to do with dating her or going out with her? So you guys cannot sit there and freeze. The moment you freeze around a woman, you're food. You're going to be food, all right? You're going to be food. These women do not play around. The moment a woman recognizes that you don't know what you're doing, these women, listen, all these women in this room know what I'm talking about. You guys don't. The moment you freeze is the moment you failed. She needs leadership and dominance and guidance and a person that is sure of himself, that is not just going to sit there and freeze up on a woman. You're not supposed to freeze up on a woman. You do your steps and you'll be fine. That's it. Just do your steps. But you can't freeze, young man. You froze. And the thing was, you were so busy looking at the woman, you wasn't thinking about what you had to do. You would be able to tell me every detail about the woman, but you can't tell me the details and how you need to do what you have to do. And gentlemen, the moment that you freeze, she's going to lose interest in you. I'm telling you. All right? All right? Gentlemen, you guys have a small window. All these women have guys that are interested in them, okay? All of these women. And if you're timid and you're afraid and you're passive and you're insecure, she is going to actually not respect you. She's going to get pissy. You say, I just talk about, okay, but sir, let me ask you a question. All right, let me ask you a question. If I walk up to a woman, why would I talk about a bunch of nothing? Nobody's talk about nothing. Why would you talk about a bunch of top? What is the point? The woman is asking, why are you talking to me? I hope you understand that. All you young men out here, I hope you understand that, man. You can't just you have to look at the dynamics of what's going on. You talking about everything other than you and leading her, how are you going to get her into the bedroom? How are you going to turn her on? How are you going to intrigue her? How are you going to get her to think about you? How are you going to get her to reach out to you? How are you going to get her to even think or miss you? You won't be able to do that because you're playing off a wrong philosophy, man, all right? I'm telling you guys, you cannot talk about basic things to a woman. I get it. You see a woman and she looks good. But because she looks good, you say to yourself, I've got to talk about something. I've got to keep the conversation flowing, and you don't have to do that. Get in, get out. Give her enough space to think about you, to want to talk to you. But you can't just talk to a woman about nothing. Or you can't break up. That just shows that you're scared. And gentlemen, I know you guys are afraid, but I'm telling you, these women don't want timid. You just have to ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Why would you go over there? Why would you go over there and talk to the woman about a bunch of nothing? I'm not doing that. Where's the arrogance in you motherfuckers, man? Y'all got to let your nuts hang and say, fuck it. This is who I am. You should be arrogant as fuck. I mean, you have nothing to lose, man. You have nothing to lose. Nothing. How do I get better at writing erotic poetry? Well, writing erotic poetry is more about the sexual side of you, young man. So that is more about your creative side. You must learn how to create. Use a woman's body as a canvas, and you got to be able to do more creating. But the problem is, young man, is that you're looking at more of geometry or calculus, and you don't know how to count, so you're not going to be able to do that, all right? You're not going to be able to do that. This guy says, hold on. He says, she asked, we will go for a date. She asked, where are we going for a date? Okay, well, we're... all right, ice cream. She said she knows a better place. Okay, well, all right, let me explain something to you. If a woman is telling you that there is a better choice, which she's saying with all due respect, okay, it's going to sting a little bit, but I'd rather it sting. If a woman says that there is a better option out there, she's saying she's more interested in the place than she is you. When a woman is, guys, I keep trying to tell you, when women are interested in you, they don't care where you go. They don't care where y'all go at and do things, all right? But if a woman says, I got a better idea of a place I want to go, then what's happening is that she finds the place more interesting in you. But it's not the place that is the problem, young man. What she's telling you is that there's something that you said to her that triggered femininity. See, gentlemen, you guys will trigger femininity. I'm telling you, listen to me. Women are not used to masculinity. They're so used to femininity, they're saying, what benefit am I going to get going out with you, knowing that there's nothing interesting to talk about? So if you're not interesting, what's going to happen is she's going to say, okay, well, if I'm going to give you some of my time, right? All right, think about this. If I give you some of my time, then guess what? I'd rather go where I want to go and have fun doing something else. He says, when I'm on dates, I don't want to talk about frivolous things, but all I know is most of the time I talk about things she's physically or verbally does. Okay, sir. Okay, look. When you're on a date with a woman, all right, the problem is that you're trying to be too perfect to the woman. All these damn women up in this room and that have spoken have been out on dates with guys who have always tried to be too perfect. You're trying to say the perfect thing. You're trying to do the perfect thing. You're trying to show her I'm the perfect guy. Pick me over all the other guys, and that's where you're going to lose at. You're too busy trying to be perfect. You just, and I'm not going to say be yourself. God damn it, I'm not going to fuck y'all over with that shit. Don't be your fucking self. God damn, please don't. Okay, gentlemen, I want you to, okay, again, if y'all are watching Hannibal, like I tell you to, if you watch Hannibal, you notice that even when he serves food, there is a beautiful story tied to it. There is a connection. Gentlemen, when there is a connection, you will intrigue the woman much more than you just sitting there just talking about a bunch of nothing, young man, okay? And what I'm saying is that what is it that you want to share with that woman that can show her not who you are, because you don't show her who you are. There has to be doors to you, okay? A woman needs to unlock one door after the next, after the next, after the next. But what is that? All right? And I get it. I know you're thinking, okay, well, how do I impress her? Does she like me? Is she going to be interested in me? What about the other guys? What's going to happen if I get done? Is she going to like me after that? I know there's a lot of things going in your head. But I'm saying, you guys out here, the communication, you have to, gentlemen, when you go to an amusement park or you go to a place, you know that you want excitement and entertainment. And if you are not exciting, and gentlemen, I'm not saying try to be exciting. You don't have to be that many things nowadays for women. Women, okay, listen, women are used to one trick ponies, okay? One trick. That's it. You always want to show her your best side first. Don't do that. Stop asking her about what she does for a living. And spend time with her, make more of a connection with her, and enjoy the moment with her, and then move things along. But I know you guys are thinking about sex, and it's okay. I'm not knocking you guys. Y'all are thinking about sex, but in order to get to sex, she's got to see you as sexy. That means you must be sexual. But being sexual is not talking about the physical contact of sex with women. That's where you go wrong. Y'all are too busy thinking about ways to get between her legs versus intrigue her to want to get with you. And that's where a lot of y'all guys go wrong. But I know it can be intimidating. I get it, man. You're in front of this woman that you really like and you want to be perfect and you don't want to mess it up. I get it. But sometimes in doing so, you mess up because you're trying way too hard. You don't talk, you don't interview her. You got to make more of a connection with her. She doesn't know what a man is like. She doesn't know what fun and exciting is. She doesn't know what that roller coaster ride is. So you, as a man, must create that. And if you cannot create it, you got to learn the game to lock it in. You said, so I have nothing to say. No, it's no. Okay. Give me an example, young man. 4758. Give me an example of something a woman is saying to you. All right. You said I did the 1, 2, 3. She said maybe. Does that mean no? What do you think? Come on, dog. This is not. Come on, y'all are too old not to know that. I am not a maybe person. You might be, but I'm not. I will not accept a woman telling me maybe. No, I will not do that. But getting back to you, 47, what is it that she said to you? What can you tell me about that woman? Is there anything you could tell me about that woman? Because when you guys say that you have nothing to say, then you must understand what benefit is a woman going to get from you if you cannot tap in to her sexuality. But okay, do you think I'm going to ask a woman what she does for fun, or am I fun? You think I'm going to ask a woman what she does for fun? I don't give a fuck what she does for fun because she hasn't had fun with me yet. And fun for me could be different things, guys. You can have fun with a woman doing just about anything. Oh, she asked you what you do for fun. And what did you say? What do you do for fun? Tell me, when she told you, or she asked you, what do you do for fun? How did you reply to her? Guys, that question we got y'all. How did you reply to her? What did you say to her and tell her what you did for fun? And y'all got to think about this. Like, if someone's asking you, what do you do for fun? What is the answer? What do you do for fun? Do you think women want boring and basic and bland? You said we were at a jazz spot, so I said I like to listen to music. Okay, sir. All right, listen. I understand, and I'm glad you like jazz. But she asked you, what do you like to do for fun? That's not fun. That is not. She's asking for excitement. What do you do? What is it about you that is exciting? You going to a jazz club, that's not fun. Guys, y'all got to become fun. She was asking about things you like. She wanted to know what makes you smile. Well, Jill, but the problem is he's missing. He's a woman. Jill, a woman should not ask that question. It should not be, what do you like to do for fun? It's how many things that this guy is going to do. How many adventures am I going to, guys, think about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm sorry, guys. Guys, if y'all have never watched that, please, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You've got to be a sense of adventure. A woman should not ask what you do for fun, because Jill, to me, it seems like she's saying you're boring. That's what I get. I don't know. I just never had a woman ask what I like to do for fun. I don't know. That's... Yes, Nardia. Yes, Prime Nardia. Yes, yes, yes. You gotta show a woman that you are doors behind doors. Exactly, exactly. But you can't show a woman that if you are not fun. Okay, you gotta make a woman feel that she can relax around you. But if you're all tight, then she's gonna, oh my gosh. Wait a second, let me get what you're saying. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Let me see what you're saying. Right, the conversation should never be about fun, Jill. I'll never be around a woman and be in a position for her to ask what I like to do for fun. I am fun. I am a sexual amusement park. What ride do you want to go on? Whatever ride you want to go on is going to give you a different experience. That's the kind of fun I'm talking about, guys. You said I could talk about things. I do, but it seems like I'm trying to impress her. For example, sport. Okay, but sir, when you go to an amusement park, do you talk about libraries and boring things? Or do you talk about the next ride that you want to get on? Or how fun the old ride was? It's a balancing act. You got to draw out her smiles. You've got to make her blush. You got to make her laugh. You got to have fun. If a woman's asking you about fun and she's recognizing that you're boring, yes, the next ride. Exactly. You want to be the next ride. And I don't mean it in a sexual way. I'm just saying that. This guy says, Coach, basically, you're saying she has to ask about fun. Yes, a woman should not ask. Okay. Remember, guys, for all you people that are overseas, in America, there's this place called Beverly Hills. I'm sure in your countries there are rich areas, but in certain areas in the world, they don't have the price tags on the items. Because they're saying that if you have to ask how much it costs, then you can't afford it. And if a woman's asking what you like to do for fun, she's saying that you're not fun. Like, is this guy exciting? Oh my God, when is this date going to be over with? Versus, oh my God, can we get out of here and go back to your place or go back to my place? But I'm not saying that a woman's, okay, I'm kind of going to the left a little bit. Let me swing that shit back to the right. So instead of telling her, well, yeah, okay. It's not about the fun. It's about the seduction. I am not here to be a toy that, okay, I don't know. Okay, guys, you know we were small, right? All right? There was always that little cheesy merry-go-round at the grocery store. You put 25 cents in and you can sit on a little fucking toy and it'll go in a little fucking merry-go-round circle. All right? But I'm saying to you guys out here, you don't want to be that. We got to learn how to seduce a woman. I don't want you to be fun. I want you to seduce the woman. I want her to feel like I need to calm myself down around this person. I'm having such a great time around him. I don't want this night to end. Hear what I'm saying, guys? I don't want this night to end. I want to carry this on later on, whether it be at the car, parking somewhere quietly, or going back to your place or her place. That's the kind of excitement that I'm talking about, gentlemen. And if you cannot get that kind of excitement out of a woman, then she's going to be ready to wrap things up because she's not, there's no excitement with that, guys. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying seduce her. Can you seduce a woman by not trying to be fun, not trying to be funny, but move it towards sex? Move it towards intimacy. Hell, even move it towards masturbation. You don't even have to have the sex. Move it towards something sexual. But I'm saying, I get it. I know fun. I'd rather you be fun, but it's not about being fun. If you want to be a toy, I can be your sexual toy, absolutely. And you can have as much fun with me as you want sexually, but I'm not here to have fun with you. I'm here to either seduce you or conquer you. What element do you have? Do you want to conquer her, right? Do you want to conquer her? Do you want to seduce her? And whatever it is you want to do, what's the plan? What is the plan? Because having fun is okay, but it's not enough. What is it about you that is sexually intriguing that you can pull out of that woman? Women like to have, man, guys, we used to hear that in the fucking 80s. Girls like to have fun. Cyndi Lauper. Don't judge me. That was in high school. I mean, was it junior high school? The fuck was it? What grade was that? 83? Shit's around there. What I'm saying to you guys out here, seduction. You must learn how to seduce. Because if you cannot seduce a woman, then what is the purpose of even talking to her? I get it. You have to get to fun first. But okay, guys, fun should be that little town that you drive by when you're on the highway going to the city. Fun is just a small little taste of something, but you should never stick to fun. I want you guys to seduce. I want you to conquer. I don't want you to be intimidating or boring, but I need more seduction, not fun. If you got a question, go ahead and ask. But if that makes any sense. Well, yeah, you should show her everything. Again, guys, I get it. You want to show her, but how do you show her? How close are you to her? Can you look her in her eyes? Can you notice things about her smile? Something about her lips, something about her skin, something about her perfume, even something about her outfit. I mean, if a woman's dressing up to see you, you can even recognize that. But I don't want you to ride that, okay? Please understand. One thing you guys do, y'all want to ride one topic because you're like, oh God, I don't know what to do next. So I'm just going to ride on this one topic, and I don't want you guys doing that. Well, the world is expensive, Jill. That's why your rich ass goes to expensive places, Jill. You've lived that life. But gentlemen, if you have a question, go ahead and ask. But you have to ask, okay, do I want to have fun, which is okay right now. I'd rather you be fun than where you are right now. But I don't want you to stay at fun. We've got to move you to seduction. You guys want to have sex, but you don't know how to be sexy or sexual. And if you don't know how to do that, fun is going to turn into boring after a while. You have a small window. These women, okay, I'm not saying women have a small attention span, gentlemen, but they will get bored quickly. I'm telling you. If you cannot hold their attention, they're going to be off somewhere else. And the worst thing you want to do is be in front of a woman and she's thinking about another man, unless you're the man. Now, if you're him, she'll be thinking about you. But you don't want to be the other guy while she's thinking about him. And that's why you understand. This is why when you had a game, you're not worried or intimidated by a woman going out. If a woman goes out on a date, you should be fine with that. But the question that you got to ask yourself, all right, you got all these women that are in this damn room right here. Let me see here. This person says, so since I know that I'm not seductive, boring, basic, bland, should I rather just offer a video call, voice call, even though I'm thinking of offering a date? Okay. No. Okay. Okay, young man. I had to create what I am today. I had to write poetry because I had to understand the depths of being romantic, of being sensual, sexual, and seductively safe. I had to write about the way I will touch a woman's hand, the way I look in her eyes, the way I will press my lips up against her body. I had to learn about not only putting my lips on a woman's body, but I had to also learn that women have a language that goes beyond the language that you guys understand. Her smile is a language. Her moans are a language. Her breathing is a language. Everything is a language that you must learn, but you're not gaming this out. I had to learn the ways to kiss a woman, to eat her pussy, to touch her, but not just doing it in the physical way, gentlemen. I had to learn guys, okay. So my mentor, okay, he showed me the greatest lesson. It was a great lesson. It was a woman in the neighborhood, like kind of like a Miss Parker on Friday, right? And my mentor wanted to show us how cold he was. And he showed us that he got with this woman and he was just in her ear. That's it. He didn't take any clothes off. All he was is in her ear and turned her on and turned her out. And he said that the most dangerous man out there is the man that can address a woman with his words. Because if you can address a woman with your words, you are fucking dangerous. So, how do I begin the process of undressing a woman with my words? Let's just take that into account. Undressing, okay? Undressing a woman. So have you ever taken a moment to ask yourself, if I'm in front of a woman, how will I undress her? Okay, you guys will say, all right, first I will unbutton her shirt, right? Okay, let's just take it bit by bit. I'll help you break this down, gentlemen. So I had to do this when I was young. I had to figure it out. All right, if I'm going to undress her, the first thing I've got to do before I even undress her is a couple of things, but I'm kind of moving this along. So if I unbutton her shirt, do I just, okay, so I want y'all to think about this level of game. So I'm thinking, I can just unbutton her shirt. But the question is, how do I unbutton her shirt? So I'm just going off the top of my dome, okay? This could be poetry. I can start off unbutton one button. And with every button is going to be a quiver from her. Every button is going to be a reaction. Every button, I can unbutton her shirt by looking right at her. I can unbutton her shirt and then go behind her, take my hand, pull her hair to one side, slowly kiss her neck, say something in her ear, right? And then unbutton the second buttoning her shirt. You want to give her, even unbutton her shirt, an experience. If I'm unbuttoning her shirt and I go to the third button, I can swing it back around, push her ass up against the wall. As I'm unbuttoning one button, then I can take my hands and slowly tease, not touch her pussy, but tease it by taking my hand and sliding it close, not to her pussy, but kind of like the inside of her thigh. So for every button, I want to give her a basic experience. That's how I would break it down when I was young. That's how I would create the poetry. It's not just unbuttoning her shirt. How am I going to unbutton it? But I have to be descriptive enough for her to imagine that I'm actually unbuttoning her shirt. That's how the mouthpiece is born. It's not just unbuttoning her shirt. It's the mood, it's the tone, it's the rhythm. What is going on? How are the lights? What is the music like? And every button that you're buttoning, what are you doing? Never unbutton a woman's shirt the same. Every button that you take off should be a different experience. And which means is every time you touch her, it's got to be a different experience. So you got to be able to break the woman's body down. That's how I did it. That's how I began to learn it. I had to figure this shit out, man. I was like that bird that had to jump off the nest and try to fucking fly myself. So I gamed it out and figured it out. So if I'm going to unbutton her shirt, I can unbutton her shirt. Or I can unbutton her shirt with my words. And I can mentally unbutton her shirt by not only telling her as I'm unbuttoning her shirt, as I'm looking at her eyes, feeling her skin, listening to her breathe, listening to her moan, listening to the sights, the smells, and the sounds, that I can unbutton her shirt in a whole different way. Just unbuttoning her shirt, guys. Just unbuttoning her shirt. Okay? Do I want to stop after I get to the third button and then take my lips and start kissing her belly button or pull her shirt up? What do I want to do? It's levels to that, guys. So I want y'all, guys, I just give y'all that could be a small exercise. Start with the basic. If I had a woman, how would I undress her? How would I touch her? How would I kiss her? How would I look at her? How are we going to connect? What am I going to say? Am I prepared for her moan? Okay, if she moans, I'm going to do this. If she heavy breathes, I'm going to do something different. See what I'm saying? That's how my mind works. So moans are letters, breathing is numbers. Then I will find shapes and colors and shit like that. But that's the level of which you have to be in the bedroom without even touching the pussy. Let me continue. He says, I'm sorry. He said on that date, I said something about her eyes and she looked away. Okay, look, if you say something about a woman's eyes and she look away, then that's why I always talk about the hook. You take your hand and bring it back to her on her chin and bring her closer. Tell her, I'm over here. You don't have to shy away. Listen, yeah, I like your eye. Whatever color, if her eyes are brown or blue or green or whatever fucking color her eyes are, not only do you tell her you like her eyes, but what do you notice about her eyes? That is what? Attached to her smile, right? All right? That's how you got to talk to them, but you get the gist of it. See that, guys? It's not just talking about her eyes. It's you got to move it from that point. That's how you got to be a great lover. Your words are going to carry things over, one bit at a time. That's what you want a woman to reminisce about. Let's keep going. So, okay, you're creating your own poetry prompt. And you start, yes, right, because I'm not only, okay, not only I'm filling in the gaps, I'm filling in the things that can happen. I'm never going to assume something's going to happen, but I'm going to be in control of the time, the pace. All right? So let me give y'all one for example. All right. That's why you got to learn, okay. That's why you got to learn music as well. Not just music, but you got to learn what women like to listen to, okay? Because if you can find out what a woman's listening to, you can also use that as well. But all those things come into perspective of how you touch her and how you slowly undress her. And I didn't say make love to her, no shit like that, guys. I'm just saying that you want to build up sex, okay? You want to build it up, all right? That's how you build it up. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. Jill says you don't want to be her fun guy. That's just a friend zone guy. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I said unk. So since I know I'm not seductive, basic, bland, and boring, okay. Well, no. As I said before, you have to learn how to create that, man. Look, that's why I keep trying to tell you. I'm giving you a small template. You guys should sit back and ask yourself, okay, if I can undress a woman, how would I undress her? And can I use that way to be able to talk to her when she's masturbating or touching herself? Because, guys, you can't just slide it in. You've got to have a build-up, a sexual build-up of time, toning, and time, tone, and rhythm. So it's not just, I'm going to poke a hole. You've got to break the body down. You don't want to be, the worst thing you guys can do with women, you don't want to be a movie trailer. Guys, how many times have you seen a movie trailer where they told you the whole fucking movie in the trailer? You're like, damn, I'm not even going to see the shit. I already know the movie. That's where you guys go wrong. The trailer should intrigue the woman enough to want to go to your movie and experience the movie. So you guys out here, y'all are too busy you're not creating anything sexual. Because you guys are not creating sex. That's what I'm saying. Gentlemen, you've got to create the moment. Okay? Again, if you're undressing her, what finger are you going to use? And that's one thing I learned is that I don't want to just use my index and my thumb. I want to give her an experience of my fucking hand. I want her to feel my hand. All my fingers, tone, rhythm, lips, tongue. Okay, skin to skin. That's what I'm saying, you guys out here. That's how I got my template down, man. But then I took that and tied it in with the poetry. That's how I started to build. So I went off of roses of red, violets of blue, just starting off with a basic template. How am I going to undress her? What am I going to look at her like? How are we going to connect? What am I saying to her body? And am I paying attention and listening to her body? When you can tell a woman, your body speaks to me, and I'm just listening to your body. Your body is telling me things that you try to hide from me. You can try to hold back from me, poetry, but your body is letting go. Your body is telling me don't stop, where you are saying, I want you to stop because I'm afraid of what I'm going to become if you keep going. You see that, guys? That's how your mouthpiece is born. You got to. I'm just going off the top of my head. I'm just saying that would be like a template or something. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But that would be the basic. Or okay, let's take it away from taking off her shirt. Um, Again, a hug or a kiss. What is the template of a hug? What is the template of a kiss? To me, a hug would be more of not experiencing her body, but experiencing the softness of her skin, experiencing the way her perfume smells, and how her hair blows in the wind. See that? Right there. That's a little piece of poetry. That's basically just like a hug, but not just pressing my body up against her, but slowly pressing myself up against her, but yet pulling away at the same time. I don't want to be all up on her and shit, man. But I want to be in her ear. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Think about that. When you hug somebody, yeah, you're close to her ear. So the question is, what am I going to say? Okay? I like the smell of your perfume. I remember I wrote that. That's how I wrote one of my poetry. The smell of your perfume intoxicates my mind. It takes me to worlds and places Columbus can never find. Your body parts, I'll take my time with every little kiss. From neck to spine, spine to back, defining pure bliss. I mean, that's just shit that I wrote when I was young. But that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at where am I going to place my hands when I'm not just going to wrap my fucking hands around a woman. Placement. Am I going to play her like an instrument? And if I play her like an instrument, maybe I'll start with her spine. Maybe I'll start with the side of her. So they're just points and just areas. And that's what you got to come up with. So even when I play a playlist when she's with me, I should have something. Well, I would love for you to learn her playlist because her playlist is going to tell you a story beyond anything. I don't know if you can. No, I'm not saying get her playlist like you're her DJ, but a playlist is broken down. You don't need a playlist on a date. Okay, you don't need a playlist on a date. Okay, but what I'll be teaching you guys in the university, you have to have two kinds. Okay, there's going to be a playlist when. Okay, look, I'm going to talk about a woman that's on another planet. Because if you can make a woman wet with your words by describing, no matter where she's at, then the physical side is going to be enhanced. So the question is that okay? So what do you want the music to say about you? What tone what rhythm, or what is it that, what mood do you want to set with that woman? Does that make any sense? What mood, tone, and rhythm do you want to set? So the question is that we guys, when y'all get with women, you should hear music in the background all the time, right? Women love playing fucking music, man. They love music. So you just got to learn music. Just got to learn what they're playing. Every woman has a track of music that they play that relaxes them, if that makes any sense. So you have to have something that relaxes you. That's all I'm saying. It is a relaxing tone and rhythm. And if you don't have anything relaxing, you don't have any tone, you don't have any rhythm, then you're going to bore the woman, okay? That's what I'm saying. Relaxing, tone, rhythm. And that's what's going to get you somewhere with a woman, okay? I'm saying that what's important is that you want to set the tone, the rhythm, and the mood. Well, yes. Beginning, right. I would keep it simple, all right? Yes, bits and pieces. So if again, all right, so let's talk about a simple line, all right? I'll just go off the top of my head. Just looking at you, okay? All right? When you're looking at her, okay? What is it that you're trying to get from her, command from her? What kind of position do you want to put her in? What do you want to be for her? What do you want to do for her? What do you want her to connect to? What do you want her to think about you? What do you want her to think about? These are the things that's very important that you got to think about. But because it's not just having sex with her, it's basically saying, okay, well, she's not here, but, and not to say I'm going to create a woman here, but I'm going to create a experience with that woman. I want to be an experience. So if I want to be an experience, okay, I see her. Okay, what color is her hair? How long is her hair? What do you notice about her skin, her eyes, and her lips? What do you notice about the way she laughs? What about do you notice about the way she bites her lips or looks a certain way? These are things that you have got to look at, young man. And you create that in your head. That's where it's got to be. That's where it starts. That's where it all begins. You got to be able to go and tap into your imagination, not being creepy or weird, but your imagination, young man. And yes, you can write a short poem, yeah. Tasting you, looking at you, experiencing you. A few words. I don't drink wine, but everybody, guys, have you ever been to a wine tasting? I've seen that several times. They take the wine, they swish it around their fucking mouth, they savor it, and they spit that shit out. It's the same thing. I want to drink her, I want to sip her, I want to enjoy her, and I don't want to spit her out. But you can kind of use that. You see how that works? Everything is its own story, and everything is its own adventure, gentlemen. But this is what is going to change you guys, because y'all guys don't even think that deep, because you're just thinking about what she does for a living and what she's looking for, and is she interested in me? And that's not going to help you out. It's tone, it's rhythm, it's conversation. But that's how you start. But, gentlemen, the question is, can you create your words to make her feel like she needs to hear more of your story, more about you, like she's missing out on something? You want to open, that's how you open the loop up. Thank you, 45 likes. But what's even better is if you can just do a little bit of something and she talks to somebody else, then her mind may drift her mind may drift towards you. Her mind may drift towards you. That's what we're saying. But I'm not here to teach a poetry class. I'm just saying, guys, y'all gotta learn how to talk to women. I don't think y'all understand that you don't You don't just talk to her, you seduce her. That's what's important. That's what's important. So, guys, got a question? Go ahead and ask. We got y'all covered. We're chopping it up. So, let me know if I got a question. But, guys, I promise you this. Women don't know what I'm talking about. Listen, they don't know that. Because women don't know guys like that. Gentlemen, think about this. Women don't experience people like what I just told you. And if you can be that person, you will be the experience. There are certain things women like to eat that will put them in a certain level of whatever. Like some women like ice cream, some like chocolate cake, some have their own little things, strawberries or whatever. But you want to be that to her with your words. But if you got a question, go ahead and ask, guys. That's the beautiful thing about the game, gentlemen. That's the beautiful thing about it. That's why you got to learn this stuff, man. It's not too late. Y'all can still learn it. You just got to learn it and perfect it. And if you can learn and perfect it, you're killing it. I promise you'll kill it. Well, sir, 4758, I told you, watch Hannibal, man. I'm not saying be Hannibal. I'm saying rhythm and tone. If you want to know what it's about, watch Hannibal. His rhythm and tone is he's very seductive to the women. But the guys enjoy him at the table because they're not just eating his food, they're getting an experience. So he draws people in, and the man that can draw women in is the women that want to go inside. You see what I'm saying? So you talk about improving something, but that's why you got to watch it. Yeah, you just got and I watch it again. I said the series, not the movie. The series on Netflix, not the movie. No, not the movie. It's a series. It's 3 seasons. You just got to watch how he is. Does not raise his voice. Does not yell. Doesn't scream. He's so motherfucking cool hand Luke. He's so laid the fuck back that he's intimidating to women because women are used to the average guy getting nervous. Well, you got to go back. How do you not see that? You got to pay attention. You're not paying attention to tone and rhythm. Okay, when a woman's having a long day, don't you want her to come to you where she can hear the soothing sounds of your voice? When she has a stressful day, don't you want her to call you up because she knows that I can call you and you will take away whatever's on my mind? If I miss you, if I think about you, if I want to see you, I'm pissed off at you, that I know I just want to hear. Guys, that can be a very addictive thing to a woman, man. They can miss your voice. And your voice can have such an impact on them where they say, okay, I'm having a bad day. Let me call him up. And gentlemen, watch this. This is how fucking cold it is, man. It's not even in your words. It's the way because everything's connected. So it's your way you text. It's your words. It's the way you look at her on video. All those things give her different feelings and effects. So that's what you want to be. You want to be the person that is so relaxing, so soothing, so trustworthy that she feels like there's something missing out of her life. You want to create that void, that hole that cannot be filled. It's like a black hole. You can't fill a black hole, man. You want to create that thing where she feels like you're the only motherfucker. Where they like, fuck, I can't stand him. I hate him. because he's the only one that makes me feel fill in the blank. Whenever there's a void, missing, void, thinking about, I want to hear your voice. I'm sad. I like how you make me smile. A woman can smile, but you making her smile is a whole level of a different smile, gentlemen. That's what I'm saying. If you watch that, like on Hannibal, if you notice, everybody goes to him. Because he's filling voids because he's unmoved, and that's very impressive by a woman. Women are not used to being around a person that's like, you know what? Hey, look, yes, you have a sexy ass body. Yes, you have some sexy lips. Yes, you have all that stuff, right? But you know what? It's all good. I've been here before. There you go, Jill. Listen to what she's saying, everybody. She says, be the voice that stays in her head even when you're not there. Because that voice is going to haunt her hallway and her doors in her head. And gentlemen, it's a difference between watching a roller coaster and experiencing a roller coaster. Meaning that, yes, absolutely. Right, but here's the question. We've all watched a roller coaster on TV, right? But how is it when we watch a roller coaster, we can automatically close our eyes and go back to an experience of being on a roller coaster? That's the level that you need to be on with a woman. She needs to be able to, she needs to feel like, young man, that she needs to come to you. Not because you're her best friend. I'm not talking about that friendship bullshit. I'm not friends with the food. We're not talking about friendship. I'm saying missing a void in you, missing something in you that where she feels like I need to talk to you. And maybe I just need to talk to you about nothing, but it means something to her. Guys, sometimes a woman's just going to talk to you about a bunch of nothing. But she's not talking to you because of the nothing. She's talking to you because of the tone of your voice. It's soothing, man. You can soothe. It's the soothing sounds of your voice. Remember? One thing we used to listen to when I was young, so I used to create like little fuck tapes. You know, we had like tapes and record players and shit, guys. Not the technology that you guys have. So around 12 at midnight, around 11 o'clock at night, we would always get our cassette tapes and go to a certain station on the radio, and they would have this thing called the Quiet Storm or some shit like that. And the DJ, I've got about 15 more minutes, guys. The DJ would get on there and he's like, welcome to the Quiet Storm. I'm such and such, and we're gonna have a nice lady. He talking all kind of shit to the women on the radio and shit. And then he's playing all these slow songs and shit. So we would record those songs. That's how we would do things back in the day. But you want to be the DJ. That's what you want to be. Be her DJ. Thank you, 50 likes. That's part of the Quiet Storm, guys. But that's part of the communication. That's part of the communication, guys. Cap your question, guys. We got about 15 more minutes left. You just want to think about it. Just start off. I think that'd be the best starting point. If you're a Quiet Storm DJ, what is the set list of fucking songs or songs about fucking, sex, romance, and seduction would you play if you were playing something for a woman? And then from that point, why would you play it? But also, what order are you playing it? And what story is it telling you? That could be easy. Guys, y'all could do that easily. But most of you guys, I know y'all just don't take the time to create anything. But I think that'll be the best starting point. Just be a DJ. Just say, okay, look, all right, so I'm going to create a maybe 3 or 5. Just start at 3 or 5. Find 3 love songs, sensual, undress, fucking. Just find 3. But not just find the 3 songs. What order would you play them in? And once you figure out the order, what is the story that you're telling the viewer and the listener that's about to listen to this song right here? All right, let's say it's a song called Slide My Tongue and Lick Your Pussy or some shit like that, right? So I'm just making some shit up. So if I was DJing a song called Slide My Tongue and Lick Your Pussy, I would, ladies, sometimes, when I have my lips on your body, I just think about how sweet it tastes in my mouth, how wet sometimes it can be, how you like to rotate your hips. And when I think about burying my head in between your legs, this is the kind of track. And then you see what I'm saying, guys? I know I'm kind of going deeper into the ocean about burying your face in some pussy, but I was just throwing that at you. But we could do undressing her. All right, you can do that. There are songs out there that are undress you songs. There's songs out there kissing you songs, touching you songs, feeling you songs, putting my lips on your body songs, penetrating you songs, stroking songs, making you come, throwing you around that table, moving furniture. You just gotta pick the playlist. So basically, and I'll show you this one at university, but the playlist is something that you could have when you're talking to a woman as well. It's not just songs that you can say, okay, well, okay, it's the look, it's the kiss, it's the undressing. It could be like that, but you got to be able to DJ that. Okay? All right, so let's get to the next question. So the guy says, so if a woman tells, okay, if a woman tells me she likes my voice, think about that. What's the move? Anybody, real quick, because we don't have much time. If a woman says she likes your voice, guys, what's the move? There are no wrong answers. A woman says she likes your voice. What's the move, gentlemen? Tell me. What are y'all going to do? A woman says she likes your voice. Sirs, don't tell your son to do shit you know nothing about, please. You don't fuck him up. Learn the game. Don't tell him. Don't tell him to just do that because you don't even understand the reason why. And if he's asking that question, okay? So, gentlemen, I'm asking yourself, what are you going to do if a woman says she loves your voice? Okay, Global, what? Okay, you going to whisper in her ear. What are you going to whisper in her ear now? Okay, let's get it. Okay, that's good. Now, what are you going to say in her ear? Where you okay? That's a step. Okay, what are you gonna say in her ear now? That you got to think about that. A woman says she loves your voice. You get in her ear. What's the move? What's the play? That's a good one. No, you don't say let's make a baby. Now you're gonna dry her pussy up. No. Y'all both fail. Guys, let me explain something to y'all. You gotta understand real quick. When it comes to seduction, you've got to shift down. Stop making it about fucking her. Seduce her. Stop making it about the fucking sex. All she said was your voice. So how are you going to penetrate her femininity and her sexuality by making her tingle, giving her butterflies, or making her wet, man? Y'all gotta think. See, y'all dry fucking right now. Y'all thinking about the fucking, so you already fucked up. No, you don't say that. No, no. Guys, she's recognizing something in you, right? See, y'all to keep sexual. All right, guys, look, I get it. Y'all, okay. Y'all are okay, you guys are jumping from 1 straight to 10. Let's go back to the 1.5. The 1A, the 1 circle, the 1 square, the 1 color. Come on, guys. Stop jumping to the sex. That's not seduction. She's saying, I like your voice. You guys can't say, well, let's just go back and fuck. That shows why she's not going to fuck with you. All right? I like that you are getting in her ear. I like that. But you getting her ear and saying that shit is going to turn her off. That's going to make her stop wanting to share things because she's going to realize you're creepy as fuck and you don't know sexual banter. Sexual banter is not talking about sex. It is slowly undressing her and putting her in a tone and a rhythm, man. Y'all are almost there. I will give you guys credit. At least you're in her ear. All right? But how are you in her ear? How are you in her ear? See, you guys just said, now watch this. You said, I'm going to get in her ear. That's good. But for me, when I was young learning poetry, I'm going to move myself closer to her where I graze her comfort zone. I'm going to look her straight in her eye. I'm going to take my hand and slowly grab her hand. And then I'm going to lean into her, not to kiss her, but then take my hand and slowly curve it around her ears, because if her hair's covering her ears, I have to curve it around her ears and lean into her ear and then say, you see all the steps that you missed? That's the 1A, the 1 color, the shape, the letter. You see what I'm saying? You guys are just jumping into her ear. I just showed you. You see the difference between, you're right, I give you credit, your inner ear, but you did not describe how you got in her ear. What were you doing? How did you move? What was she doing? What were you looking at? How were you looking at her? How was she looking back at you? What did you do to move in? All these things are very important. All these things. See, you guys are getting close. I give you credit, but y'all, these are things you got to think about. It's not just a thing of getting in her ear. I give you that. But you need more depth and range. You should be able to explain getting her ear that can last at least 5 minutes if you choose to. Okay? Rhythm, tone, setting. teasing her, noticing her smile, noticing her bite her lip, feeling a tremor, feeling the butterflies. These are all the things that you've got to notice while you're moving towards her ear. Because you being in her ear is one thing, giving her experience of what it's like to get in her ear is deeper. You see what I'm saying, guys? No diddy. How long are you going to be in her ear? What is the tone that you're going to use when you say what you need to say? What are you going to do when you pull back? So it's levels to it. It's not just getting in her ear, but I'm just giving you all an example. That's all. Just an example. Jill, you stop being nasty. But you're right, Jill. I can't knock you. You're right. You're like, hey, Jill, object. No, sustained. Sustained, Jill. Sustained. Sustained. Well, but all right, that's okay, 4758. But you're still missing steps. She says she likes your tone of your voice. Are you grabbing her and bringing her close to you? Are you stepping towards her? Everything has its own story. So that should be your homework. Y'all just listen. Create a 3-track song or playlist. You're the DJ. It's the quiet storm. Women are listening to you. What are you playing to set the tone, to set the rhythm, and to set the mood? Ask yourself that question. That's what we want to do. That's how we want to set that right there, okay? And if y'all could do it that way, it'll be better. Much better, okay? All right, guys, any other questions? We're about to wrap this up. Well, then we're going to have to go into the chambers and have a one-on-one conversation, because then I'm going to have to tell you that your objection is not going to carry any weight in my chambers. That's kind of shit you need to talk, Jill. So you can try to jump to objection, but shit, you don't want to get in no motherfucking chambers. Yeah, you never want to get into the judge's chambers. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all understand this game. Great interaction, gentlemen. Great interaction. The school will be opening up soon. We're getting all the details taken care of. And we'll continue to push forward, okay, guys? So just keep soaking the game up. TikTok, guys. TikTok. Friday. We're going to do a TikTok sometime Friday. And then we'll move this shit forward, okay? All right, we out. Let me see here. Wait, did you just overrule me? Ray Play, you damn right. That's what the judge would do. He would overrule you, wouldn't he? Can't tell the judge that shit. We out.